We are Bermudians. Every day we wake up, put on our smile, and face the world. A world that is all too often heartless and unforgiving. You see, we live in a country that is the legacy of centuries of colonialism. We live under an economic system that was built to benefit the few and not the many. And the truth is, this system cannot be changed overnight.
Those who have always had continue to control large parts of the economic pie, while those who have always supplied the labor and work for the merchant class still in many areas are struggling for equal opportunity. And that is what the mission and movement of the Progressive Labor Party over 60 years has been working to make sure that we reverse for every Bermudian.
The Bermuda government is a small part of a global economic system where the rich are doing well and everyone else is struggling to get by. Those that hold the economic power both in Bermuda and beyond don't want change. The government can't solve all of our problems, but what we can do is make life a little more fair for Bermudians. So the Progressive Labor Party reveres our seniors, whether it is establishing interest-free loans so that we can make homes more senior-friendly, whether it is increasing the drug prescription benefits for our seniors. And now we are fulfilling and continue to fulfill our commitment of increasing pensions for our seniors at the rate of inflation every single year. It's about a little more fairness in our golden years, but also our years where we're raising our families.
Having the opportunity to subsidize childcare, it's been very important and helpful to parents, and they appreciate it, they tell us, and we know that it has been a need because the numbers of parents who are taking advantage of this allowance and this benefit has been an increase.
It's about fairness for our workers.
The minimum wage is a major accomplishment for this government. The minimum wage sets a standard for which an employer cannot pay an employee under. That is fundamentally important to ensure that an employee goes to work and receives a fair day's pay for a fair day's work.
It's about fairness for the middle class.
We have 86% of our population that are now paying less taxes than they did previously. And that's an awesome feat, and we should be proud of that. But this government knows that in order to give our people more money in their hands, we had to do this. And you know what? Yes, we took more money from those that make more in order to do it. And you know what? If we have to increase that in the future to make sure that our people get the best opportunity to afford and have a comfortable living, then we will do so.
The next election will be about who will build a fairer Bermuda and who will build a Bermuda that works for those who have always had it all. It took generations to build the economic system we have today. The PLP is working to make Bermuda more fair by increasing senior pensions, introducing the minimum wage, expanding child daycare, investing record amounts in affordable housing, and raising taxes on the rich while lowering taxes for 86% of Bermudians. The combined opposition won't break down the two Bermudas. We remember what they did the last time they got in. The bad Morgan's Point deal that wasted over $200 million, and the bad airport deal that sold off a critical asset and resulted in us paying tens of millions of dollars in mortgage guarantees. They are a party and a movement that spent money on a boat race while leaving mold in our schools and telling our seniors that money doesn't grow on trees. And they are already promising radical immigration reform that will change our way of life, reduced funding for public education, and a focus on balance sheets instead of people.
We inherited significant financial burdens from the former government. We then took this country through a once-in-a-century pandemic, but we were committed to rebuilding Bermuda with Bermudians at heart. And at heart of that is working Bermudians. And the best way to do that is to lower their tax burden. And that we have done by reducing taxes on workers to the lowest level in history.